Hello my fellow humans, welcome back to the channel with your girl coming at you with another pick a card reading. So sticking with the theme of Valentine's Day, we are doing what's next in love. Plus it is the 1 year of the channel's anniversary and I'm so excited to be here and so blessed and honored to have each of you here. So I do want to send a shout out to those of you that have been here supporting the channel and are a part of this amazing tribe. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here having this human experience and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, authentic, loving self. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not. Knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all those links necessary to do so below in the description box. You can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I do hope to see you there. Now, memberships are up and live. And if you're wondering more information on those, if you click the join button down below where the subscribe button is or used to be, it will show you the 3 levels that I do have available, as well as the options that come with each level. We're looking at things like customized emojis, customized badges that appear next to your name. On 2 of the options, you will get early access to pick a card readings. On 1 of them, it does come with membership only readings. There will be membership only polls and posts, and you will help determine some of the future readings that come out on the channel. So I do hope that you find an option that works for you. And if not, thank you for continuing to support me here. So with that being said, let us go ahead and jump into our prayer and we'll get this reading underway. My beloved source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this reading. May you wrap them in your love. May you remind them that they are worthy of love. So whether they have a partner or they don't, that they can always come back to home. That's our higher self, and know that we are loved and supported and valued and appreciated and honored. That we are always held in the highest regard, no matter what it is that we go through. Knowing that to be human means to make mistakes, and to be human means to live in this human way, which is perfectly imperfect. And that the more we embrace that and accept that, the better things turn out for us. That we know we can always just show up as we are in this here now here moment. And that we are enough. That we are perfect as we are. That we can choose to become a better version of ourselves, but that doesn't mean that we're wrong or that we're awful the way that we are right now. It means that we can choose to grow. And I pray that you help guide us and help us know what step to take next clearly. That we are understanding of what it is that you're asking of us. And I ask that you help us all to find a way to serve humanity in this time. To serve the collective, to help bring them into this higher state of love, this higher state of being. That even if that's just us being a smile to someone else, or a kind word, or a hug, or appreciation, that helps us know that we're doing exactly what we're meant to be doing. That truly at the end of the day, we are all here as brothers and sisters. That we are all here on this incredible journey that's difficult and challenging and rewarding and beautiful. And help us to accept it fully. As these words are spoken onto this reading and into this space, so shall they be. Amen. Aho ase. Thank you, my beloved source. Thank you. Okay, let me go ahead and get that out of the way. Hang it up over here. All right, perfect. Thank you, source. Okay, and today we're actually going to choose from my Divine Animal Oracle. This is by Steve DeMarco. No, Stacy DeMarco. So if you want to know who makes these cards, Stacy DeMarco. You can check those out. She has a ton of other beautiful decks that one day I will invest in. Let me give these a shuffle though. Source, what's next in love for my collective? What would you like to tell my collective? What's next in love? What is next in love for my collective, Source? Thank you. What is next in love for my collective? All right, excellent. So Source, for pile number 1, can you tell us what animal oracle card, will help us better understand what is next in love for pile number 1? Okay, thank you. For pile number 2, Source, what animal oracle card will help us better understand what is next in love for pile number 2? Thank you. And for pile number 3, Source, can you please tell us what animal oracle card will help us better understand what is next in love for pile number 3? Thank you. All right, messages on the bottom. Reciprocity, honeybee. Oh my gosh, I love this as a collective message. I love this. What's next in love is equal give and take. It is time for you to be loved the way that you love. This is so strong, so beautiful. Sweet results await. I love that. Someone who's responsible, who's coming in with something to offer, who sees you fully. Yes, yes. So we'll see what the individual messages break down as. Make sure that that's in frame. So for pile number 1, we do have this. It's grape agate. This is so pretty. Let me see if it'll focus a little better. These shades of purple. Okay, for pile number 2, we do have this rose quartz. Okay. And pile number 3, we have this, it's unakite, I believe is how it's said. I love this one so much. I love them all. All right. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever one you're drawn to, that should be the pile for you. And with that being said, I will see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful grape agate, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be your reading on what's next in love for you. First things first, I do want to send a shout out to anyone and everyone that has been continuing to support the channel and show up and be a part of this incredible tribe. I'm so honored to be sharing this here now here space with you. Thank you so much. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here having this human experience and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, authentic, and loving self. Remember that these readings are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links necessary to do so in the description box below. You can email me for a personal reading, and I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I really do hope to see you over there. Also, memberships are now live, so if you're wondering more information about those, there's a join button down below next to the subscribe button. When you click on that, it'll show you the 3 options that I have available, as well as what comes with each of those levels. You're looking at customized emojis, customized badges that show up next to your name. There is membership only community posts and polls where you'll help decipher the readings that come up in the future of the channel. For 2 of the options, you do receive early access to all pick a card readings, and for 1 of the options, there are membership only posts and readings, pick a cards that will come out for you. So I do hope that you find something over there that works for you. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it and find out what's next in love. Today, I am going to use the dice to clarify your energy, and that way you'll know whether or not this is the reading for you. Okay, so Source, can you please tell us about pile number 1 so that they know this is their reading? Can you please tell us about pile number 1 so that they can tell if this is their reading source? What would you like to say about pile number 1 so they know that this is their reading? Rolling. Okay, so we've got the 6th house. We have Virgo. And we have the South Node. Okay, so health has been an issue for you for a long time. With all 3 of these, it's just saying like it's been really difficult for you to be in a healthy state. And remember, it's not about being skinny or fit or anything like that. It's like you could have been dealing with a lot of illness your whole life. You could have been dealing with a lot of physical pain. I'm hearing MS is coming through really loud. That came through so loud. Whoa, that kind of scared me a little. So there's this energy of just having always been there for someone while dealing with pain. Like, this is very unique. I don't usually get messages quite like this. They are bound to come up every once in a while, but it's just interesting that this is coming out the way that it is. This has been a part of your past life, is learning how to handle that pain and be grateful for this moment. And I feel like this is something that's going to leave soon, where maybe you're not always going to be rid of the pain, but you're going to appreciate more the days that you don't have it and not worry so much about when it's coming back. So that's weird. Maybe this has been something that has kept you from being able to be in a committed relationship, or to be able to even think about dating or going out there. Or it's something that has seemingly cost you love in the past, right? Where it's like suddenly you got diagnosed with something and whoever you were with was like, nope, too much for me. I'm Audi 5000. Like, I don't want to deal with this. And no one should ever have to deal with that, right? But there's a fear that's coming here that Source is describing right now that you've gone through. It's like a fear that because I have this situation, okay, whatever it is, like, because I have this situation, like, I'm not worthy of love. And Source is saying, no, it's the complete opposite. You were absolutely worthy of love. What was happening is that you were finding people who weren't worthy of your love. And that was the problem, is like they just expected it to always be easy. And when things got challenging, they left. And so that's one of the fears that you're dealing with here. And that's also mirroring a past situation. So you may have seen in the past, like when you were a child, someone in your family got really sick, and the same thing happened where a family member left someone in the family because of sickness. Like, I'm hearing cancer. Yeah, I'm hearing liver disease came out. Wow. This is already an incredible reading. Like, I can already feel it in my bones. Like, I feel it in my nuggets. Okay, I'm trying to make, because this is a heavy energy coming through, but I'm trying to make a little bit lighter of it. Just knowing that, like, we're destined to deal with what we have because it makes us stronger as people, and that shows the resilience and the truth of who we are as a character. I feel like you're the person that has the biggest smile on your face, and you're always so kind and nurturing and gentle to people. Like, you absolutely help others. You could be in the healthcare industry with this sequence of dice. It does feel like healthcare oriented, like it's something that drove you to helping others. Physical therapy is coming out really loudly, or it is something that you've always been interested in learning more about, because like, I'm going through this. I did hear chiropractic work, natural healer. Like, it's like you have been almost forced to learn something more about the healing industry because of the things that you've been going through. But in turn, like, it's been a focus on always making sure that yourself is better and better and better. And it's like never having time really for others, or a deep concern that others aren't going to accept you because of this chip on the shoulder. And they're saying here, like, this is going to become a thing of the past. Like, you're learning the lessons here. You're learning that you have something that's such a gift to give to others because of the experiences that you've had. And through that, that's helping to alter the way that you see yourself and the view of your own worth that you have, which is so powerful, so powerful. And I don't know if you watched the shuffle or not, but if you didn't, in the shuffle, we got a collective message of reciprocity. And so there was a really powerful thing that came through with that as the collective as a whole. And so I feel like for you, definitely that's something that matters to you, is having that equal give and take. when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to love in your life. Now, I'm going to use my regular cards today and see what comes through. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers today. These aren't going to be super long readings, but I feel like I need to get some clarifiers out today. So we're going to go with it. So Source, can you please tell us what's next in love for pile number 1? Now, we may get a peek into what it is that you've gone through as well, what it is that you've been focused on healing, or what has been healing, because sometimes we're not actually focused on our healing, and it's just healing because we're gaining new perspective all the time. Source, what is next in love for pile number 1? Thank you. What is next in love for pile number 1? Definitely someone who wants to build with you, like someone who wants to be an ally in your life and who wants to treat you right, feels like. So Source, what is next in love for pile number 1? Okay, thank you. This one too. Okay, thank you. What is next in love for pile number 1, Source? What else would you like to say here? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, your card's really quickly coming out. Yeah, look. Oh, I love this message already. I don't even know what the cards are, and I just love it, the energy here. We have the Sun here. Look, with the 5 of Cups in the reverse. This is people who wanted to get to know you for their own selfish reasons, or were very nosy, like gossipers, is what's coming through here with this. And then with the Tower in the reverse, maybe this is a problem that you've had in the past where you thought that these people who were asking you about your health actually cared, right? And how hard is it to know whether or not a person cares? Like if they're asking about you personally, there's almost like this immediate response, oh, they actually care about me. Like that's really cool. But you found out through the hard way that they didn't care. And so Source helped shine a light on this. And there's just this warmth about you, pile 1. Like you're a rare commodity. Let me just say that. Like, because the thing is that most people who deal with something like this, if this is resonating with you, especially the pain part, most people who are in pain take that out on other people, and you're not that person. Like you don't feel like it's anybody else's fault. You're not over here like, oh, everybody else deserves to feel the way that I do. Like, you're just like, no, like this is mine to deal with. Like you very much internalize that and keep it to yourself. And I feel like not very many people know a lot. And the reason being is because too many people in the past knew. And it was really hard for you to let go. Yeah, and it was like, this could have been family, but it was something that kept you repeating old cycles. And so something happened here where you learned your lesson, and now you're very strong at working on your emotional well-being, like being a source of love for yourself. It's like almost like, why is my body the way that it is? Oh, I hate my body. I can't stand that I have to do this, but never putting it on someone else, not projecting it, but like very much, like I said, internalizing that, very much internalizing that. And you're having to learn how to really love yourself, which has been difficult for you. Because it's like, how hard is it to love somebody when they're going through all this? When I've been shown time and time again that, people aren't going to stick around because of the hardships that I have to deal with, but I never put that on anybody. Like, I don't understand, So it's been really hard for you to come into this place of self-love and belief. So let's see here. We've got the Page of Coins in the reverse. Oh, yeah. We've got the 7 of Coins in the reverse. And oof. Okay, so Source is showing here. What's next in love is that your discernment is going to be top tier. If it's not already, like you're definitely getting there. Okay, you're definitely getting there. You have fought in the past wanting to be accepted by others. Just accept me as I am. Like if you are in a wheelchair or if you have crutches, I don't know why I'm seeing these things, that they just keep coming through very strongly here. It's like your physical body is not what other people look like. Okay? And that's not about your look. It's like your body. It has to do with the way your body is. Like what you deal with. It's like a physical thing that you deal with. It's, maybe you have, is it spinal bifida, or maybe you have the curved spine, or, like something like that. But MS was coming out so loud. It's like you maybe have an electric wheelchair that you roll around in, and it's like, you're not different. I just want to tell you, Pile 1, like, you're not different. Okay, you're carrying something that most people would not be able to carry. And that alone should give you a sense of value and worth, knowing that you're strong enough to handle this. Because most people would, they just wouldn't be able to deal with that. And you still show up with a smile on your face. That's a gift. Okay, that is a true gift. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I just want you to know that. Okay, like it's just that and I can't say that I even know what it is that you're dealing with, because I don't. I've never dealt with anything like that myself. I mean, I broke my back, but it's something that healed. But it feels like what you deal with is something you're going to have for like your life. Like, I mean, you know, more than just arthritis. It's much more than that, right? It's something that's very difficult to deal with. It's something that causes a lot of pain for long periods of time. And yet here you show up as the kindest, most gentlest person ever. And if anybody deserves love, it's you. Like, it just sometimes just really irritates me how some people just don't see the truth of a person because they're just so focused on the outside. And I feel like for a long time, that's exactly what was going on here. That's exactly what was happening with you. You're very focused on the outside of you. You're very focused on why people couldn't give you that kindness and compassion. You were focused on how they were always showing up. Maybe you have some sort of inheritance that they felt like they could get, or like if you're drawing on disability or something like that, people like wanted that from you, even though it's not much. You know, it's like, but they, with the page of coins here in the reverse, it's just showing they wanted something from you. You know what? And this could even be because it's material. It's in this physical world. They could want your kindness and compassion. And so badly, I feel like there's time and time again where you gave that so much in hopes that they would just accept you. And then only to be brokenhearted at the end. Only to be like people walk away from you. People not want to put up with it. Like on the bad days, no one calling to ask you how you're doing. No one calling to make sure that you're okay. When you were just going out of your way to make sure that they were okay, and they don't even deal with a thumbnail. The amount of pain that you do, or the amount of upsets that you do. You know? Let's get some clarifiers out here. What's next in love? This is why we're going what's next in love. Source is shining a light on this. Source has shown a light on this. Like, you're understanding this. You're going through the healing process. We saw the King of Cups, right? We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the King of Cups in the upright, showing that you're leaving people now. And you're becoming more mature, emotionally mature through all of this, okay? So let's get some clarifiers here, Source. It's been a while since I've done clarifiers, but let's go ahead. Source, may we please have a clarifier? Thank you. One more, Source. May I please have a clarifier? What's next in love for pile number 1? What's next in love? Whoa, okay. So we're going to get the Jack of Spades out. We had the Queen of Wands showing up. You're glowing up. Somebody here sees how amazing you are. There's somebody coming that just sees you. Your soul, your heart, your love, your compassion. And because of that, you're absolutely stunning to them. Whether or not you feel like you're beautiful or handsome or not, or good looking, like this person is coming in and they see you as absolutely beautiful. And they see that you've been given a rough hand. And they're not wanting anything from you. Look, we had the 10 of coins peeking out. They want to build a family with you. What is this right here? Yeah, I can't make this up. They love you. They love you. They love you. Oh my gosh. They want to build a happy home with you. They want to make it so it's less harsh for you. Like, you know, they want to show you that you're worthy of love. They want to show you that you matter. I feel like they've seen people do you wrong. And if they haven't, they see it in your eyes. Right? But with the Jack of Spades here, it does feel like this person has been watching you for a long time and they're waiting to play their hand in your life. Look at this. We have the Empress here with the Queen of Hearts, which is also the Queen of Cups. Right? You know, I don't read these in reverse. Not this deck. I don't read these in reversals. Besides, what is the reversal of this one? So they see you as the Empress here. The mother of the tarot. Nurturing, kind, compassionate, loving, giving. I felt that. Right off the bat, I felt that energy. It was like so strong. I feel it. Like I felt it hit me like a wave. Your kind and compassionate heart. It was just like, boom. Okay, if anybody could get smacked in the head with energy, I definitely got smacked in the head with yours. In a good way. In a good way. I feel it. It's deep. They feel it. So what's next in love is someone who sees you and who wants to come and talk to you. Who's ready to tell you. You don't have to belong. What makes you wonderful is that you don't belong. I feel like there's going to be doubts here too. This could be someone that has bright eyes, blue, green, hazel, amber eyes. You could have green eyes. Yeah, definitely. You could have green eyes coming through. Amber eyes are the other ones. You could feel like, why are you talking to me? Like, why are you even interested in me? Like, there's like this questioning that's coming through here. And they're going to tell you, like, they want to have a heart to heart with you. Like, this is, let's get some coffee, let's have dinner, let's have lunch, whatever it is. Like, they want to take you out somewhere and sit down and have a conversation where they want to get to know you more than just what they've watched, more than what they've seen. Okay. You already fulfill a sense of fantasy for them. They see you so clearly. But now they want to get to know you on a deeper level. And they feel like both of you have had similar backgrounds. Like they've been rejected for whatever it is. Maybe not in the same sense, but they feel like both of you definitely are very connected through your circumstance. And that's something that you'll both be able to support each other on. And they feel how warm and kind and happy you are. Even if you don't feel happy, like your soul is happy. You know, that's our default when we're not weighed down by all the happenstance of earth. Our default is happy and peaceful. And they feel that within you, even though they see a lot through your eyes. Your eyes tell them a lot. And they don't want what you have to offer. They're not coming in and like, oh, what can you give me? No, they're coming in with this energy of like, I really want to sit down and talk to you, and I want to show you what I can give you. I want to show you that I can support you and love you and be there for you. And I feel like that's just very difficult sometimes for you to even imagine that could be, because it's like, who actually is like that? We have tsunami on the bottom here with wake up call. Like, this is your wake up call that you are worthy of love, right? That you are worthy of being seen, that you are worthy of someone coming in and giving you their heart. It's been rough. You're not going to live in that for so long. You know, look, we have 65, which is 11, a very spiritual number. This is divinely guided. Trust the great mystery. There was a weird bird that just flew over me. This noise, like confirmation. Trust in the great mystery. This is Source bringing you together with this person. This person was always meant to be a part of your life. Transformation is beautiful. We have 11. We have 11 coming out. Very spiritual. Very spiritual. You have to clear out the clutter. Believe that you're worthy of love. How do you do that? Learn to love yourself. So if you're already on the journey of learning to love yourself, guess what? You're already halfway there, right? You're doing it. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. You've dealt with a lot of people who've worn masks around you. And a lot of people who maybe have wanted to be a part of your life, but didn't have the energy or the effort to go through with you what you were going through. And a lot of people don't. They don't know how to just sit with someone while they're experiencing hardships. They always feel like, oh my gosh, this is weighing on me. It's too hard for me. And sometimes it's really hard for people to put the shoe on the other foot and be like, whoa, like what is pile one actually dealing with? You know? Whoa, thank you. Cardinal, this is going to come in unexpected. Like a boom, bang. Could be spring. Could be summer, could be fall, could be winter, but it's going to come in like crazy fast. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Yeah, this person's going to make you feel really good about yourself, okay? Like, that's what they want. They want you to see that you are worthy. Let's see. Let's get a couple of these. Wow, already. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Yeah, so, so that came out so fast. Bam! Source is saying, yeah, this person knows you. They know who you are. They've been watching you from afar for a while. Okay, one more. May please have one more of these, Source. What else would you like to tell pile one? Seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, date, third party, and temptation. Yeah, so you're definitely someone that really, really gets them going here. Like, they're just like, when they see you, your energy, everything. And like I said, it's more than your looks. Like, this is someone who falls in love with a soul and not a face, okay? Like, and that's something that you want. The butterfly. Look, we have the You're moving. Get over there. Get out of my way. The butterfly. Evolving. Growth. Next phase. Healing inner child. Releasing the past. Butterfly and butterfly. Look. I love that. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. So much. Alright. Let's get one of these. We're going to get one of the shadow aspects of this reading. Whoa, okay, thanks. Flying cards. Flying cards are always fun. Neglect. Look, I can't make this up. Neglect. Not paying attention to what's important. Decide on what's truly worth spending time on. This is, you've been neglected by others. That's not fair. It's not fair to be neglected by others. And this person is definitely going to show up. Like, they're not going to neglect you. I feel like if they miss a text message or a phone call, like, this is going to be someone who actually comes through and apologizes to you and is like, I'm really sorry I missed this. I'm really sorry I didn't show up for this. Like, this is what's going on. They're just going to be really honest with you. So we're going to get a couple of time cards here just to see. You know, I don't pull these out very often, but I felt like I should pull them out today. Okay, thank you. All right, I guess a few instead of a couple. It says on a holiday on the bottom. Okay. So let's see what we got going on here. Fire. So they could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Definitely a lot of sexual energy here. They're very turned on by you. It's your energy. It's not how you look. It's your energy. And I'm not trying to diminish your looks at all. I do feel like you are a very beautiful person. I feel like you've just been through so much. It's hard for you to see yourself as a beautiful person. And so it's easier for you to see things in energetic terms. And that's why I keep getting told to talk about your energy. It's not that you're not beautiful. It's not that you're not handsome. It's not that you're not good looking. You are. But energetically, you're like next level. Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. Yeah, so this is someone you're going to meet through networking, through talking to people, through meeting new people. Waterfall, it's going to be absolutely effortless. Oh, I love this. I love this for you, pile one. What do we have here? Yes. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have 37. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you will always consider them. This is the thing, like, they are already acting as if you're theirs. Like, they're considering you. They're considering how you'd feel about things. Like, they are. And so they're just saying, here, make sure you're acting as if you already have your true love. And that way, then you're receptive when they come in. Girl with a snake, charmed or used, enable boundaries. This is how you've been in the past. You've been charmed. And I feel like that's something that is a blockage here that keeps you from actually jumping in to this connection, or to any connection for that matter, because you've already been put in that place where it's like, oh my gosh, people are just trying to get to me. They're saying, just keep your boundaries enabled here. This person is going to respect your boundaries, okay? Facing it. You know something isn't right. Don't be afraid to find out the truth. It will set you free. We talked about that, like when people would ask about you, you're like, oh, they really care about me. And you had to face the truth of that. That was really hard for you. That's the shadow aspect of this reading. Okay, December. We have on a holiday in December coming out. So maybe December is when this person's coming in, or when you'll meet them. We have festive season. So I'm getting Christmas time. Okay, Christmas time is coming through. New Year's. What do we have? April. Okay, so you could meet them in April. That would be spring break. It would also be Easter. I heard someone yelling at Easter. Okay. But so absolutely could be December around Christmas time, around New Year's, but it could also be in April around spring break or around Easter as the holiday. So remember that time is just, it's fun to get, but don't stay so attached to the time, because when you're so attached to the time, it does push them away. Okay. So let's take a look at your card. Secrets. Oh, number 2. Okay. So I'm actually going to read these out of the book. I don't actually read these much from the book, but I held out the book today because, yeah. All right. Secrets. It says, your word is your bond. Do not gossip or entertain gossip, as all may not be as it seems. Be shrewd about who you share your confidential information with. A little mystery can be a good thing, but keeping secrets that are detrimental to others may not be. There is some news worth sharing, but be discerning. And so this is saying that when this happens, just be discerning on who you share this situation with, okay? It's not worth it for you to go and tell everybody and their mom that now you have this connection. It's just let things kind of keep playing out until it's very stable and solid, and then share it with everyone. There's no sense in getting there's a lot of jealous people out there. Okay, pile 1. Like, just let's be simple about it. There's a lot of jealous people out there. So not everybody wants to see you succeed. And I wish that I could say that they do, but the truth of the matter is they don't. And so this is just saying, like, this is something that's going to come in like a surprise, and there's no need to tell anybody about it at all, okay? For now. Just for now. But for you, enjoy the process. Enjoy it, because it's coming and it's going to be beautiful. So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a little butterfly emoji down below and say, I'm healing and this transformation I'm going through is absolutely beautiful. So you let source know that you're calling in this higher vibrational energy. Leave me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second though to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this amazing message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful rose quartz, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on what's next in love, keeping in mind that they are general readings. So take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. I do just want to send a thank you to anyone and everyone that has been supporting the channel and being a part of this amazing tribe. I'm truly honored to have you here. And for those of you that are new, welcome. This is that reminder that we are all here having this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links down below in the description box to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. I'll get you out further information from there. You may also follow me on over to my podcast, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I do hope to see you there. Also, memberships are now up and live, so if you're wondering more about those, check out the join button down below, which is next to the subscribe button. It will show you the 3 levels that I have available, as well as the options that come with each level, looking at customized emojis that you get to use, customized badges that show up next to your name. There will be membership only posts and polls where you will get to help determine the future of the readings that show up on the channel. For 2 of the levels, there's early access to all pick a card readings, and for 1 of them, there are membership only readings that will show up as well. So I hope to see you over there, and if not, thank you for continuing to support the channel here. I'm going to use the dice to connect with your energy and get more information on you, so you know this is your pile. When we get to the cards, we may get a display of what it is that you've been through with your love life, and then the other cards that I have out, we're going to look into what kind of love is coming in. Okay, so that's how this is gonna go, and let's get into it and find out. Source, can you connect us with pile number 2's energy? What would you like to tell us about pile number 2 so they know this is their reading? Would you like to tell us about pile number 2 so that they know that this is their reading source? Would you like to tell us about pile number 2 so that they know that this is their reading? Also, before we get started, I did have a channeled message that came through so strong. Sources like, this is clearly for pile number 2. You need to tell them, and they're just reminding me of it now, that the love that's coming into your life is the love that you've been waiting on. It is the love that's worth waiting for. That this is that equal give and take, that this is someone who cares about you, that's going to be honest with you, who is honored to be in your life, who's excited to have a connection with you, and that it's worth your time and it's worth the effort to put into this connection. Okay, so I got that way before I even started, but it was really cool because it just came up now while I was shaking the dice. So we've got, 7th house, Neptune and Capricorn. Okay. So I did hear you could have Capricorn and Neptune. That was really, really strong there. Okay, you could have your 7th house in Pisces. You could have your 7th house in Libra. You could have your 7th house in Capricorn. You could have Neptune in the 7th house. Okay. Yeah. That was it. It went silent. Okay. So you're definitely all about being fair. And you love to build connections with people. Like you, pile number 2, are someone who's like everybody's friend until you're not. Right? Until someone does something to show that they're not worthy of your friendship. But you're a hard worker. You're determined. Sometimes you can be pessimistic and down on yourself. But I feel like you are seeing the illusion that comes with that. And that it's worth your time to do the deep healing that comes with that. It's definitely been a foreign aspect for you, but you are someone who loves to connect with others and have very strong connections with people. And with that, it does tend towards inviting in people who are extremely jealous of your ability to connect with others so easily. Right? You may have been through a divorce. That's not going to resonate with everyone. You may have had to deal with lawsuits as well. So you could be a lawyer as well. That's something that's coming through. You do like to see justice served. You are someone who's absolutely in the process of doing the shadow work. As uncomfortable as it is, as foreign as it may seem to you, you're somebody that's trying to find comfort in the discomfort of life. You are very disciplined, you're responsible and persistent, you're very patient, you're a master at whatever it is that you do. So if you're a lawyer, like you're a highly sought after lawyer. If you are a doctor, like you're a highly sought after doctor. Like you just, whatever industry that you're in, people respect you and come to you for advice because you know what you're talking about. You definitely hold an air of authority. You are someone who's stable. You are someone who is very intelligent. You're very ambitious, but you can be self-limiting sometimes. And it's almost like you're wondering at times, why am I in such a high position? Like, how did I get here? But then it's like strange too, because in your mind, you're like, yeah, because I worked so hard to get here. But you're like, yeah, but is that really the only reason? Like, I worked hard? Like, am I really that good at what I do? It's like, even though you see it time and time and time again, like, you're still questioning, right? Like, it's, when Capricorn's in Neptune, it's a very grounding effect on Neptune. And so it's like really bringing those illusions down to a place where we can deal with them in a realistic manner. And you can work very hard towards your dreams, but also it can be very difficult in Neptune because Neptune's where we dream about everything, right? Like Piscean energy is like we're in the clouds all the time. Like we don't exist on the ground. Like we are ruled by our feet, and it's probably a good thing because it's the only thing that keeps us connected as a Pisces. Okay, I'm a Pisces, I know this, but it's like when you have Capricorn and Neptune, it's like sometimes it's really hard to make big dreams. But realistic dreams are no problem for you, but there's something that you're doing that's like almost like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know I'd be doing exactly what I'm doing. And it's like, am I really that good at it? And yes, let me just say, yes, you are. Okay. Yes. You're someone who likes to dream, but keep that logical approach to those dreams. You find inspiration everywhere. You are very leery about being vulnerable with others, right? You're very intuitive. You have an air of mysticism about you. You're very imaginative. And sometimes you use your spiritual side to find balance in your working side. And it might not seem like that to you, but I feel like it's something that you do naturally. Like it's just something that you do without even thinking about it. And you listen to your intuition and let your intuition guide you. And you know you're an intuitive person. It's always like about following the gut feeling. And so you're very good at that. Which is what's gotten you to where you're going. So let's find out what's next in love. Yeah, illusions keep coming through here. Okay. Like you've self-sabotaged yourself because of illusions. Like the illusions of the world, the material world especially. You could have highly aspect placements of Capricorn. Like you could have Capricorn Sun, you could have a Capricorn Moon. Like it feels like there's a couple of the majors, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You may have Capricorn in 1, 2, or even 3 or 4 of those placements. Like it wouldn't surprise me if you did. Like very grounded energy for sure. And again, if you don't, that's all right. That's just for someone who needs to hear that. Okay. But it feels like you're definitely one that can be pessimistic because of the illusions of life. And that's been hard for you. And so it's like the idea of love feels good. But I do feel like somewhere, shape, or form, like there's this energy around it as well. Like it's like, well, but is it realistic? Is it something that I can be realistic about? And you know you're good looking. You know you're a perfect match. You know you'd have good family. Like I keep hearing, man, I'd make good babies. Like that energy. But it does feel like there's also this energy of like, having a relationship is so much work. It's a lot to start over. It's like the realistic aspect of it is almost what puts you in that I really don't want to put all that time and energy and effort to it. Even though with Capricorn placements, Capricorn's not afraid of the hard work. But sometimes when it comes to emotions, they do have a hard time with the emotional side of things, which is why I'm feeling like you might have highly, like Capricorn highly aspect in your chart. So let's find out. Source, what's next in love for pile number 1 or number 2? What's next in love for pile number 2, source? What do you want to tell us? What would you like to come through for this reading, source? What's next in love for pile number 2? What's next in love for pile number 2? Okay, thank you. On the bottom of the deck, what do we have? The Nameless. Yeah, there's been a transformation here. When it comes to the way you see the world around you, like you're ready to have somebody there that's with you through thick and thin, but there's still this energy that's coming through. It's like letting go of that belief, that illusion of that physical effort that's needed to go there. Like just allowing yourself to be vulnerable is very scary. Okay, but with the 10 of Wands here in the upright, it is showing that there's someone in your energy where the two of you are going to be like thick as thieves, going through hardships, going through the difficulties in life, and you're going to come out even stronger because of it, right? Yeah, it's going to be very grounded, very stable. What's peaking? Yeah, it's going to be different than what you've had, right? It's an emotionally grounding, it's emotionally stable. And maybe before you were looking for someone that was physically stable, but not finding it. Like finding people who are just kind of like all over the place, you know? What do we have here? Look, I can't make this stuff up. We are starting with the Lover. Could be a Gemini coming in. We have Judgment in reverse. Could be a Scorpio that's coming in. We also have the Page of Wands. Okay. So healing from, this is like family troubles, right? Like something that came out, like a secret that came to the surface that wasn't meant to come to the surface, and really trying to heal from that. So there could have been a parent that cheated on the other parent while you were growing up. This could have been a grandparent that had, like I keep hearing infidelity is the one that's coming through here. Or there was a secret addiction that no one wanted to talk about, and then it came out when you were older. And that's something that really affected your love life. Okay, and so that's something that's coming through here, but definitely healing from family situations here. It's something that's been really hard for you to focus on, knowing that you had to make a choice. You have to choose whether or not to heal this. And it's like, do I look at, and we're also looking at the mother wound here, something that's coming through. Do I look at this and try to heal this, or do I just let it be and hope that I'm going to find something that I want? You're making a choice to really look into yourself here, which is good. But also equally so, to have someone come into your life right now would feel uncertain. And remember, this is something that you could have already gone through. It doesn't have to be happening right now. It could be coming in the future as well. The energy is fluid, so everybody's at a different part of their journey. Okay, so just remember that as we get into these readings. But it does feel like this is something that's new, that you're unsure of. And so it does feel like someone's going to come in offering you love, and you're going to be really unsure because you're going to want to turn your back on the triggers that come with that. With the Page of Wands here next to the Judgment, like you're definitely going to want to turn your back to that. But at the same time, with the Lover starting your reading, like you're having this romantic encounter, but at the same time, it's like I have to make a decision to face those triggers that are coming up, because if I don't face them, then I'm not going to heal. And so with the Nameless card, or what you might know as Death from the Rider-Waite-Smith, is coming in showing that you're ready to let go of this energy. You're ready to release it. You're ready to move on. You're ready to go into the future with hope. But it's not something that's been easy for you. It's not something that's been, oh, this is simple. It's like, I can do the hard work. But again, when it comes to the emotional aspect of things, like it's kind of been a challenge for you, because it's easy to see the illusions in our day-to-day lives. What's hard is to see the illusions in love. You know, like someone telling us that they love us, and we want to believe it so much that we'll look past red flags to believe that they love us, right? And so we're believing an illusion that we made ourselves. But in the physical world, it's not as easy to hide, right? It's not as easy to just kind of like dust that under the rug and hope that no one's going to see it. And so when it comes to the physical aspect, you're definitely able to face that. But it's the emotional aspect here that's been a challenge for you. Let's get some clarifiers out for you. I do feel like you're pretty sure of what you want. Like you know the kind of partner that you want in your life. You know what you expect when it comes to relationship. I feel like being vulnerable is something that's very challenging for you as well. And so to open up and to be vulnerable to a new person feels like exhaustion. Yeah. Like we have the Two of Wands coming out, or the Two of Clubs coming out here. And it's interesting that I was talking about it. To open yourself up to be vulnerable with another person is very exhausting. But I do feel like someone's coming in and you're going to be ready to do that. Like I do feel like it is coming, that you're going to be able to do that. So what's next in love is hope, with the Star card and the Seven of Coins here. And it's going to be unusual. This is not going to be something that you are used to, but it is going to be stable. Like they're peeking in on you. I think this is someone who is watching you. You don't know they exist just yet, but they do want to build something with you. They want to move towards a better future. They want to overcome. They want to keep going, even though there's other options, because they're tired of living in this place of not knowing what's theirs. They've outgrown what they thought was supposed to be theirs. This is peeking on the bottom. They want to scream it from the rooftop. The Ten of Spades here. They're ready. They're ready to be honest about how they feel. This could have been someone, ooh, look at the candle, it's barely holding on. This could have been someone that you may have walked away from in the past, or that like circumstances, like I'm hearing like a high school sweetheart, or someone you were interested in high school, and like time took you different ways. Life took you different ways. And so it's like you had to, maybe you both always thought about each other and you were always wondering about the other. And so this person's always kind of kept a close tabs on you. And they want to come in and tell you how they feel. You know, we have the Wheel of Fortune here with the Ten of Cups, or the Ten of Hearts. Yeah, they definitely feel deeply about you. It's like now things are looking up for both of you. This could be a Scorpio energy coming through. We have Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus energy. But this is someone who sees this connection as very fortunate. They see themselves as very fortunate. But for a long time, I feel like you both have hidden your cards away. Like you haven't shown the truth of how you feel. Right? It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to say how I feel. Like, I feel like you've always loved this person. You've always cared about this person. And finally, they're going to come in and they're going to talk to you again. That friendship energy coming through with the 10 of Wands and the upright. It talks about two friends who go through a lot and they come back even stronger. So it's like you can have a separation here with the 10 of Wands. But when you come back, look, the candle is still barely holding on. It still hasn't gone out. Like, this is something that's been a slow burn for a long time. That's weird. There it goes. It finally went out. When I told you it was a slow burn for a long time, then it let go. Then it let go. That's exactly what it is. It's like you both fan the flame within each other. And no matter the distance between the two of you, they really, really care about you a lot. Like, they'll always care about you. They wonder about you. They think about you. They're always in this energy of like, what's going on with pile 2? Like, are they living a good life? And it's like they see you on social media, or they see, like, you know, your TikTok, they see your Instagram, they see your Snapchat, they see your Twitter, whatever it is, Facebook, whatever it is that you use. And they're always like wondering more about you. Like, they wish they had a better way to connect with you, but they don't. But they do feel like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad that I met them. And they feel like you're their person, like that we went separate ways, but they never were able to stop thinking about you. They always have thought about you, and they want to come forward and tell you about that. And so I feel like where it's like for you, maybe it's like, oh, I have to start over. There's that feeling. But when this person comes in, it's not going to feel like that for you. You're just going to be able to pick up right where you left off. It's going to be like neither one of you left. That's what it feels like. It just feels very hopeful. A very positive outlook here. A very good feeling. Like, finally, things are balancing out. It's like, finally, oh my gosh, like, finally, things are balancing out. What else would you like to say here? Yeah. So, Source coming in with this card flipping over, lotus flower unfoldment. You know, and a lotus is so symbolic to this, has to go through the mud in order to grow and gain access to the sunlight. And so it's like you had to go through the darkness separate from each other so that you could grow and unfold into who you are, so that you can come back towards one another. So there's definitely a lot of luck here between the two of you. I do feel like this person's very stable. They had to go and find stability on their own so that they could come back and be a stable entity in your life, right? Yeah, but there's a lot of equal give and take here. It's almost like without one, the other ceases to exist, is what synergy is. It's like the birds and the bees, right? We think about the bees and how they pollinate the flowers, and then the flowers in turn give them the nectar for their honey. Right? And without bees, like, flowers would cease to exist, and that would be wreaking havoc on the environmental system. And so it's like without the bees environment, the whole of nature would suffer. And that's exactly what it is. It's almost like you both are meant to be with each other. Without one, the other ceases to exist. Like, you're meant to be with each other. It's a very profound reading. All right, let's see. On the bottom, laying a solid foundation. Take things slow. There's a lot of balance and harmony in this. There's going to be a resolution that comes when it comes to this connection, right? Be generous of spirit. Yeah. So this is someone who's very powerful and strong, commands a spirit. Like, this is someone who's going to build a solid foundation with you in this world. They're ready. They're ready to build something solid with you. And I don't feel like you left on bad terms. I feel like it's almost like, you know, like that energy of like, we're off to college now. And then, you know, it's like, why do I hear that? Is it really him or the loss of my innocence? I've been missing so much. Like strawberry wine, 17, the hot July moon saw everything. My first taste of love, whoa, bittersweet and green on the vine, like strawberry wine. The years have grown over. What is it? The fields have grown over now. Years since they've seen the plow. There's nothing time hasn't touched. Yeah, so it's like time has gone by, but it's like you left because life took you away. Life took them away. 22:11 on the clock. Like, you left because there was some sort of need to leave, right? Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Always being grateful. Yeah, it's like time has changed you both, but for the better, so that you could come together again. So I still feel like it's like that song, Strawberry Wine, it talks about high school sweethearts, right? They were 17 when they met. Like, that's the thing. That's what it feels like. I got that from the very first when I was starting this, is like, it feels like you both are high school sweethearts or high school friends, or you've just known each other. Maybe you've known each other for 17 years. Like, we have House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Sources like, I got you. Let me tell you who they were. They were friends, all right? But you both cared about each other back then. That's not something that's gone away. And it's like, in your absence from one another, you both have actually gotten closer on your morals and your beliefs and your values. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and network. So this could be a Gemini that's coming in. Doesn't have to be, but that's the energy here. All right, let's get a couple of these. Source, may please have some more messages for pile number 2. Okay, thank you. I'm going to read these in just a minute. May please have some more messages for pile number 2 here, Source. Okay, yeah. Interesting that all your stuff... No! I don't even want to show you what's on the bottom of the deck, but this makes so much sense. And I was going to say it earlier, and I'm mad that I didn't, but you all know I don't like talking about it. Boom! Twin flame. Yin and yang imbalance, union, duality, complement, polar opposites. Yeah, it's like there's like some sort of separation here. Look at that. The chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing, codependency. So it's like you were friends. I feel like you were friends. What? Hold up. That's crazy. I'll pull that out in just a second. I want that out here. I don't usually bring that out. Okay, so these are the shadow aspects that we're dealing with here. We're going to leave those alone. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull this out and put that there. Okay. I'm just in a mood. Let's see. We've got bring a gentle touch. Yeah, you definitely have a spot in this person's heart. Like, it's just, they have a soft spot for you. Every time they think about you, they're like, oh, it's pile 2. Like, pile 2. I love pile 2. Wow, you got 3 of these. I thought there was only 2. What do we got coming out? The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So remembering that even if there's been distance, sorry, I'm going to put these over here for a minute. Even though if there's been distance, there's still love here. There's always going to be love. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So I do feel like they're the ones that are going to come in and say, I'm ready to take a chance on this. Okay. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. Yeah, this is going to be a huge blessing for you. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you, pile 2. Okay. And I'm going to grab some time cards. Actually, let's look at these because they all flipped over. So we have date. Get back out there. Meet someone new. Setting a date and date online. So they're saying that not to wait around. Okay, like, don't wait around for this person, because what puts this person into action is the fact that you're disconnecting your energy from them. We have passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest and a burning desire. Yeah, you both absolutely have a deep passion for. That's why I feel like it's difficult for you to go and date, because it's like, here we go again. I got to start all over. Like, I haven't dated since I was whatever. And they're just saying, like, just try it. Like, just go and have fun. Shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, and transformation. This whole connection has been a shock to both of you. Like, to both of you for real. Right? Of course. Right. It's like, it does feel like you both had to leave. There was like this huge separation. It feels like it was like neither one of you actually instigated it. It just had to happen. Mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, and personify. Yeah, there's been a mask here. Like, they haven't said about how they really feel, or you haven't said about how you really feel here. But it's just like, because, oh, well, that's my friend, you know, like, that's always going to be my friend. And it's like, this is all coming to an end here. Okay, there's a transformation in this connection. There's an epiphany that's happening here. So we have tangled, unable to free yourself from a sticky situation. Taking a step back helps you to see clearly. This is a shadow aspect that's coming through on the reading. Okay, and then we have ruins. Things you no longer need are falling away to make room for love you deserve. And I feel like that's a relationship here or situationship that has been holding on or holding you back in life. And so when this falls away, or even for them, it could be falling away for them. When it falls away, they're going to be able to come through and tell you like, hey, yo, pile 2, guess what? You my person. You my person. You've always given me hope. Whoa, okay, let's get some time aspects on it. Just around the corner. It is coming. This is something that is coming, okay? We can get a couple more here, source. Okay, March. Okay, so somebody's birthday could be in March. March is when this person's going to reach out. One more. And March is just around the corner because it's February while I'm recording this. Stop waiting. I cannot make that up. So we're saying stop waiting. Don't sit here and be like, oh, March, they're going to reach out to me. I don't need to go and date. Like they're saying to get yourself out there, because then you're not waiting for this to happen, which draws this person closer to you. Okay. Yeah. And then we have in a few days. So they could say something in a few days. I mean, March is not that far away. So definitely feels very close. And yeah, just not holding on to the outcome. You know, it has to happen when I want it to, or it has to happen in March. It has to happen in a few days. Like, don't hold on to that, because that's what actually pushes the connection away. There's a sense of surrender here, and surrendering is part of you going out there and getting out on the market again so that you can see what dating is all about again, it feels like. Okay, so let's take a look at your card. I'm going to read this from the book for you. Rituals. Okay, so we have 35, number 8. Interesting. 35, almost turned open right to the page. Okay, so it says, look, I love this. Live with authenticity and peace. Do not live how other people wish you to live. Your life is yours. Bringing the ritual of peace, or the peace of ritual, into our lives can heal us. Nourish yourself and develop habits that are beneficial and useful for you and your family. And the story that's here talks about this lady. She's the lady that comes and they can't find buffalo. And one of the guys that's out there hunting for buffalo, he's like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Like, I'm going to make her become my wife. And so he goes and he tries to make her, you know, do things with him. And she ends up basically disintegrating him. Like, she just, and the other guy was so scared, and she's like, if you go back and you practice your rituals, I'll always bring buffalo for you. And so he's like, yes, whatever you want, you know. So I feel like that's the thing here. It's like not feeling like you have control. Like there's a sense of not having control over here, which is hard sometimes for Capricorn energy. They want to have control because that's something that's easy for them to know the outcome. But here it's saying let go of control and surrender to this situation, and they'll come back in. Okay, 33 on the clock. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little star emoji down below and say, I embrace my peace of mind and the rituals in my life so that I can bring in my highest version of love. Leave me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, though, and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this Unakite, maybe if it'll focus, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be your reading on what's next in love. I do want to send a shout out to everyone that continues to support the channel and be a part of this incredible tribe. I'm truly honored to be serving this space and this time with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is this reminder that we are all here having this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most loving, authentic, aligned self. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links necessary to do so below in the description box, where you can email me for a personal reading, and I'll get you out further information from there. You can also follow me on over to my podcast, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And also, memberships are now up and running, and if you're curious about those, there's a join button down below where the subscribe button is or used to be. When you click on that, it'll show you the 3 levels that I do have available, as well as the options that come with each level. There are customized emojis, there are personalized badges, there is membership-only community posts and polls where you'll get to help me pick a card readings for the future of the channel. On 2 options, there is early access to the pick a card readings, and on 1 you get membership-only pick a card readings. So I do hope that you find something that works for you, and I hope to see you on over there. If not, thank you for your continued support here. And we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm going to connect with you with let me try that again. I'm going to connect with you with the dice and find out more about you so that you know that this is your reading. And then we'll go ahead and get more into the cards. And we could get a look and a peek at what it is that you've gone through in regards to love or what's kept you from love. And then we'll get some more information on what's coming in love. I did have a channel message for you. Kept getting the Hermit card. Like I was shuffling the cards and the Hermit card just kept coming out for you. And so there's something about Virgo energy first and foremost. And also there is an energy of being in solitude, like just kind of like away from everyone. So if that resonates with you, then that should already be right off the bat, knowing that this is going to be your reading. Okay, so let's get the dice on it and find out what comes out. I just wanted to say that first and foremost. That was a channel message before we started here. But Source, can you please connect us with pile number 3's energy? Tell us more about pile number 3 so that they know that this is their reading. Source, what would you like to tell us about pile number 3 so that they know that this is their reading? Okay, so we've got 12th house, Saturn, and Aries energy. A lot of sacrifice. Definitely determined. You've had to overcome a lot of barriers and hardships in your life. Feel like you have maybe had to deal with an addiction in your life, and remembering that addiction doesn't always have to be, sex and drugs or drinking or anything like that. It could actually just be being treated a certain way by someone, or experiencing a certain type of relationship in your life, narcissist, codependency. Those are all addictions as well. We don't know, we're not aware. But you're actually someone who's very intuitive and spiritual by nature. Like you don't even have to think twice about it. It just comes so naturally to you. You're someone who's experienced a lot of grief. And you also have had a lot of hidden enemies. Like you may have wondered, like, why does it always feel like people have a problem with me? And yet they're really kind to my face, but why does it feel like they have a problem with me? It's because you're intuitively picking up that they're jealous or envious of you. You are absolutely right on that. You may seem very secretive, but I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're pretty much an open book. Like when people ask you things, you're very open about your life, but people think that you're secretive. You have very vivid dreams, and you could work in a hospital or clinic. You don't have to, but that is something that's coming through here. You've dealt with a lot of fear in regards to solitude. And it's interesting that the 12th house would come out and I was getting the Hermit. And sometimes the Hermit can talk about solitude, right? It can also talk about isolation. And so that's something that maybe you've had a deep fear of your whole life, is that I'm always going to be isolated and I'm not going to have an ability to connect with somebody that I want. But what's funny about that too is that despite all of that, you're very direct. My apologies, excuse me. Excuse me. Oy. All right. That was just coming out, so I couldn't even, it was there. All right. You're very direct. You're brave. You're fearless. You take things on. You aren't afraid to be seen as a leader or very authoritative. You're very independent. Sometimes you can be aggressive and competitive in a bad way, but I feel like maybe you grew up with a lot of siblings, and so that's why. And people are just kind of threatened by that. Like, whoa, holy crap. You might be like, look, I grew up with 4 brothers. What's your problem? Like, get with your program. Like, competition's a part of life. Let's get it. You're just very forward about it, right? You may like sports. You may work out a whole lot. You're very passionate about life. And you've had to really fight for what it is that you have in your life. But you're also a self-starter. And you're not afraid to show up when it matters. Right? And Saturn is the planet of tough love. It also, to me, is talking about sacrifice. You've definitely gone through a lot of hardships, right? You've learned a lot from it. You've been restricted, feeling lost. You have learned how to be ambitious because of it. You've learned how to take on responsibility and overcome obstacles. You've learned that sometimes there are obligations that need to be focused on in life. And so you've shown up to take care of those. But you've also dominated in that. And bit by bit, as you grow, you continue to face your fears and the things that come with that, like frustrations and feelings of doubt. Like, you absolutely continue to face those, and you're a very strong and independent person, and that's amazing. I think that's an amazing energy. Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some cards on it. We're getting clarifiers today too, so I haven't done that for a while. Yeah, you definitely feel like stuck. Why do you feel like I split the deck and we have a 4 of Swords in the reverse and the 4 of Cups in the reverse? Feeling emotionally stuck, feeling emotionally hemmed in, this is it. Like, for me, I'm not going to get a deeper love than what I've had in my life. Maybe because people have never shown up for you the way that you needed them to. I feel like that's part of what you're healing. You may have had an overbearing mom. Like a mom that was very controlling or had to be there and doing everything for you, never let you do anything on your own. And so you've had a lot of controlling type love in your life, which has been an illusion for you. Source, what's next in love for pile number 3? What would you like us to know here? Yeah, I feel like you've definitely been trying to walk away from that and find some stability, find some balance on your own. Not being afraid to take on ventures. Look, and here comes the Hermit. Look, the Hermit with the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, having to focus and reflect on the type of connection that you had with your mom. Like, this is definitely mother energy coming in. This could be someone in your life that was an earth sign or a water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Definitely, though, have had to focus on that. Had to, see what's wrong and what is coming from that. All right, thank you, Source. So let's go ahead and get some out on it. Source, what's next for pile number 3 in love? What's next? Thank you. All right. What's next for pile number 3 in regards to love? Okay, thank you. Hang with me. Like I said, we may get some information on what it is that you've been through. Okay, so this wants to come out that way. I'll take it. And then with my clarifiers, we'll definitely get what's coming next. But, ooh, look, we have Judgment on the bottom. Yeah, you're healing from past family hurts. Healing from addictions. Healing from things that have taken you away from yourself. Like that escapist feeling, right? Like, I need to fulfill my life with something else that's not serving me. And you're definitely working on that. That's something that you're facing. Because, it has not been easy for you. But also with Judgment, it does talk about family hurts, right? Family discrepancies that aren't serving us as we continue to move forward on our journey. And this is something that's been brought into a new understanding for you. So you could have taken therapy to deal with this, not necessarily, but it does feel like there's been secrets revealed about your family situationships, and also this focus on healing those family situations that you've been in, right? Letting go of the old. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Someone that was very vicious, cold, always feeling like you're going backwards, moving on. Look, okay, that's a thing, in all of your relationships, family, love, friendships, and otherwise, it feels like you've always dealt with people who have been very brutal and cold and just sharp-tongued. They'd say ruthless things to you. Things that you're like, whoa, hold up, I thought you loved me. Why would you say something like that? And it's always made you feel like there's no moving forward from this. Like, it's not even being stuck. It just feels like you're continually going backwards. It's like maybe you left your parents' house and then you got connected with a friend who is very much like what you left. Or you got connected with a lover who's very much like what you left. And it was like, why do I feel like I'm living the same situation over and over and over again? And finally you left. And that's why I was saying the solitude coming through so strong. You moved. And now you're healing yourself, and you're finding abundance in that. You're finding that you were seeing things from this hurt and this pain that was going on. And because you weren't healing that, you were inviting it back into your life to be faced, right? And now you're coming out stronger because of it. Oh, I love this for you. I love this. It's been hard. Maybe you didn't have serious connections. Right? Maybe you were just kind of like that one person that's like, no, it's cool. Like, I'll just be the person that's, I mean, you could be a player, or you could just be someone that's non-committal. Like, someone that's just not interested in having something that's solid, right? Like, it's like, I'll be cool with being with you for a while, but we're never going to put a label on it. We're just going to be, you know, if we need the hanky-panky, then I'll call you up for the hanky-panky, and you're the person that I'm doing that with. And where it's kind of monogamous, it's also like if they went off and had something with someone else, it's not like really hurting you because you're not that committed to it. You're just not like, nope, that's okay. Like, I just am not that interested in having something that's that solid. And so you've learned to move away from that type of energy. And now I feel like you've been in a period of solitude or isolation, and you're wondering like, what the heck? Like, you probably aren't even that much interested in love, but you're here just out of curiosity, which often is what happens, right? It's like you may have a temporary stop on the journey, but you still have this want to follow your urges and passion. Like, you're still going towards that. So you're still curious and wanting love, but there's just that like, that, oh, have I healed from the past? Have I let that go? And you're coming into a very strong point. You know, with the King of Cups making an appearance here, it's showing that you're finding balance in your emotional state, which means that you'll have the discernment to face this head on, right? And you're not going to feel like you're moving backwards anymore. But I feel like healing, if you did go into therapy, I feel like that was something that's challenging for you. Or just facing that part of yourself in general was something that was very challenging for you. Like, having to face this internal grief that you've gone through, right? Especially if it was family that treated you this way. Let's get some clarifiers out here. So let's find out what's next in love for pile number 3, source. Thank you. Let's find out what is coming for you. What's next in love for pile 3? Thank you, source. Someone honking their horn. Look up. That's what I heard. Look up. So maybe you need to look up right now. I don't know. Like, I just heard it. It was like, look up when they honk the horn. Yeah. We have the devil here on the bottom with the 5 of clubs. Like, letting go. Look at this. 5 together. We have the 5 of hearts. And this card always makes you think of not crying over spilt milk. Like, you're thinking that being involved with somebody feels like, it feels like toxic. It feels like there can't be more than just an obsession. Like, it has to be something other than what it is. To have a home with someone causes a lot of fear and anxiety for you. Because you may have grown up in a very unsecure home. But there's someone here who does love you. And they will help bring a balance to you. Right? And they'll help bring hope to you. Oh my gosh. And they want to share with you. Look, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. They want to have a commitment here with you. They want to see you flourish. They have a lot of love to give. It's like sweet. Like, this is a sweet type of love coming in for you. Very sweet, very healed, very balanced, right? And they're going to see your wounds. They're going to notice your wounds right away. Like, I feel like it's just going to be something that you maybe subconsciously will present these to this person, and they're going to be totally aware of them. Totally aware. Yeah, we have the 4 of coins, or the 4 of diamonds here. We have the Queen of Hearts and the Empress. Okay. We have the 3 of Cups. Look at this. So this is someone who's coming in who sees you as absolutely incredible. Like, worth taking the time to get to know. And wants to present stability for you because you have so much to give. You have so much to offer. Like, you've been through a lot, and your experience gives you so much to give. You may have come from another one of the piles. And as always, I will mention, if you've watched all 3 piles, leave a purple heart down below. That is designated for you. And say, I made it. I really do appreciate you so much. And, yeah, there's just this energy here where it's like, I want to support you. Like, I want to put you in a place where you can just flourish in your beautiful energy and receive. Like, they want to see you receive. And they want to have this growth with you. And the 3 of Cups in the Tarot Marseille talks about a couple of things. Right now, what they're pointing out, I'm just gonna tell you what they're pointing out, is the part that it talks about is growing a family. Right, the 3 of Cups really does talk about pregnancy in the Tarot Marseille. It's like pointing towards pregnancy. And you have the Empress here, which is pointed towards pregnancy as well. She's the mother of the tarot. And so there's this idea that they want to have kids with you here. They actually want to expand with you. Go from being the 2 of Cups to now we have 3 of Cups. We have more love to give. And it'll just keep growing from there. And so it's somebody coming in who wants to build a family for you, but they want to present it in a safe way. Like, they don't want to just jump in and be like, hey, pile 3, are you ready to do the hanky panky and have some kids? Let's go. You're going to be like, whoa, get out of here with that. Ain't nobody trying to play that game. No, they're going to take it slow. They're going to get to know you. They're going to get to know who you are. And you could already be in this connection as well, right? Like, everybody's at a different part on their journey. And so energy is fluid. Remembering this could be past energy, present energy, or future energy. And so it's just showing here that, like, there's this energy that's coming in that they want to have a family with you. And if you don't want kids, it's fine. Like, the family could mean having pets, right? It could even mean having a tarantula, for all I know. Like, you know, it's going to be different for everybody. And that's something that's really beautiful, right? Like, that's something that's really beautiful. I do feel like this person knows who you are. Like, they're over here peeking at you, right? They're over here taking a peek at you. Like, they know who you are, and they're watching you, and they're just inspired by you. It's just something that's kind of come out in every reading today. Like, it's just this inspiration. But also, if you watch the shuffle, you know, we did have reciprocity come up on the bottom with honeybee. And so it's like these people who want this equal give and take with you. And that's something that was a collective message that came out. So I absolutely feel like this is that energy. Like, they want to have that equal give and take with you. They don't want you to feel like you have to do it alone. They don't want you to feel like you have to be in isolation anymore. Like, there's no need for you to isolate when you're as beautiful or as handsome as you are. Like, you need to be out in the world. The world deserves to be with your energy, right? Like, we have house 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Yeah, so they're definitely interested in you. This is the type of energy that's coming to take you away from this belief that there's always toxicity in relationships. Like, just because you grew up in a toxic environment doesn't mean that everything in life is going to be toxic. But sometimes it's so hard for us to really believe that when that's all we know, right? And it's like, maybe you've tried to find other ways around it. Maybe you've tried to be in different types of relationships, but it always seems to end bad, right? We have listen with your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. So don't be afraid to open yourself up to the possibility of love, is what I'm hearing here with this card. Okay. On the bottom, be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Just because you're opening your heart to be vulnerable and open to love doesn't mean you have to shy away from your vulnerability or from your authenticity, right? Like, being authentic is what brings this person to you, but it's okay to be who you are. We have truth transcends illusion, 22. 22 is a master number here, but 2 for me is all about trusting the process. Right? And so it's like you're about to transcend this illusion that everything is toxic. Like, that's something that you're about to let go of here for good. Oh, look. You are never alone. Look at how the otters make this heart. Like, they love you. They want to bring balance and harmony. They want to help you find a solution to love. They want to help you find this peace when it comes to being in a connection with someone. Like, there's no need to fear. Wow, that came out so fast. Nurturing, Gaia. Yeah, they want to love you. I want to love you, love you. It's that's the one that's coming through right now, but the original was I want to F you, but no, it's like I want to love you. Like that's what they want. They want to love you. They want to nurture you. They want you to feel what it is to be nurtured and not put in a place of, you know, always having to fight. You don't always have to fight, you know? But sometimes you don't know that when you've always fought. You know, like, okay, like I don't always have to fight, but I'm always fighting. So how do I not fight, you know? And very well, you could be the masculine on here. And this could be the feminine coming in and trying to open you up to this nurturing energy. You could be the feminine, okay, remember? And you're just very much capable of standing in the masculine energy. You know, when we have Capricorn energy coming out, Capricorn is the father of the zodiac, right? Yeah, they're going to help you release that which is no longer serving you. Okay, so I want to get some of these. Please have some more messages for pile number 3 source. Wow, that came out so fast. Look, this is what you've dealt with. The golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, and one-sided. And they're coming in to give you expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. So it's like you're scared because of this energy. It's like, and that's understandable. Like I don't want you to feel like something's wrong with you because I'm scared of embracing love when I've always had this type of people in my life. Like, no, there's good. It's 2022 or 20:02 on the clock. 22:02 on the clock. When I'm saying that, there's always a good energy around being cautious of people before you open up to trusting them, right? It's like, what is it? Well, I give trust. It's good to give trust until there's a reason for it to not be there. But there's always this place of having an air of caution, because when you have an air of caution, then you can protect yourself. There's like this need to trust in this process that things are going to be okay. I can't. We have blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. And we have yin and yang balance, duality and union, complement and polar opposites with twin flames. So this is someone who's coming in and like, no, we're going to heal this. You're going to realize that this is a thing of the past. That's what's next in love for you. This card rarely ever comes out in any of my decks. So with Kiana Ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, and string along. So I feel like this is how a lot of people have done you. Like they've just kind of strung you along. It's always kind of been a shock. Like you thought people were interested. You thought people wanted to be there for you. 23:23 on the clock. But they just weren't, you know. And so it's like, well, so why is this going to be any different? Well, this person really does care about you. Like, and they want to show you. You've healed so much. It's time for you to win. And, you know, a good affirmation that I've used so much is the universe is for me and so is everything else. And another one is it's my right to win. Because it's like reminding yourself, like, I deserve to win. You know? No. Look at what came out. Alone. You feel like you are alone in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this for forever. And what was it I was talking about? Isolation. That's what we've been talking about this whole reading. Wow. Look, many flames. It can take many tries to find the right one. Take a break when you need to, but don't give up. Exactly. Like sometimes it's just not who you thought it was going to be, and that's okay. Let's get some time cards. And I don't get these for you to hold on to. I just get them because they're fun to get. So remember, like, even if a time frame comes out a month, a day, or whatever, don't hold on to that. Like, don't be like, oh, it has to happen on that day. Exactly. It doesn't have to happen. Okay. They're just kind of fun, and surrender to the process. On the bottom, we have less than a month and next month. So yeah, March, you could have definitely come from another pile at night. So next month at night, okay? And then what do we have here? On a holiday, okay, is what's in March? St. Patty's Day? So maybe St. Patty's Day. I don't know if Easter's next month or if Easter's in April. So, you know, let's take a look at these. North Node, destined to have. This is meant to be in your life. This is a relationship you're meant to have. Like, Source, like, I've been waiting to make everything fit into place for you so that this could happen. But we have to go through a lot to get there, especially with Saturn showing up in your reading. It's showing you had to go through these to learn these hard lessons so that you could be open to this person, because maybe you wouldn't have been quite as open to this person as you are now, right? Or even guarded, like having boundaries with this person when it's necessary to have boundaries with someone, right? Cardinal, we have instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. And this card has come out quite a bit today, but it's making me feel like it's that bang. Like, again, it's coming in. It's unexpected. This is not going to be something that you're like, oh, yeah, it's coming. Like, even with these coming out, you're probably like, it's cool. You've got the time on there. Like, I'm not going to hold you to it. It's going to come in when you least expect it. Like, you're just not even going to be thinking about them. You're not even going to be worrying about it. And they're going to come in. Okay, so, yeah. And y'all know I don't usually do twin flame readings, but it's come out quite a bit today. And I was like, whoa. Okay, twin flame making an appearance twice today. Twice. Okay, so you could have absolutely come from another reading. We're going to take a look at your card. I'm going to read this from the book. Look, authenticity. I cannot with you. I cannot be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Exactly. Authenticity. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. What synchronicities are coming through for you on this reading? Absolutely incredible, which also is reminiscent of twin flames, okay? Y'all know. Y'all know. All right, it says, discover who you really are by revealing your authenticity. This is always the best way. We all resonate a frequency. So if you are pretending to be someone who you are not, you will keep attracting people with whom you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes, and there should be no anxiety about differences in opinions. Yeah, so always being authentic to yourself, that will help you. I feel like that's something that you've been working on. Absolutely. It's been really present in this reading. But there's still that fear that comes from, is anybody ever actually going to love me? And this is Source saying, yeah, I have your person that's made for you. But you have to believe in yourself first so that this person can love you the way that you love yourself, right? It's not fair for us to ask someone to love us when we can't love ourselves. Like, we do that though. Like, that's something that humans do. Like, we're in this place of like, I want someone else to love me unconditionally, but I can't stand myself. What a weird place to be in when you actually break it down like that, right? Like, when you think about it, you're like, whoa, that is kind of weird. But they're saying that we want you to stand in your authenticity. We want you to be who you are, because this person's attracted to that. And they're going to come in 28 on the clock. They're going to come in for you. Okay? I love this. This was a really cool reading. I really love this. So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a swan emoji down below and say, I am true to who I am, and I love myself fully and accept who I am. So you let Source know you're ready to receive a higher vibrational love. Leave me a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there though and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this incredible message. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.